Yo guys, what is going on? Today, I'm going to show you guys how you can adjust your view model so your whole loadout looks a little bit different in CSGO. If you guys have ever noticed different YouTubers or pro players in-game, their loadout and their setup looking a little bit different than everyone else, that is because they have adjusted their view model and their config to what they personally like. If you didn't know this, yes, you can actually adjust the position your gun is held in-game, the way your inspect looks, aka your view model in CSGO. Also guys, real fast too, only about 2.2% of you guys are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. It would mean a lot and really help me out. And yeah, let's get right into it. Now basically, for those of you who have never maybe done this before, in order to adjust your view model, it's basically commands that you would normally put into your console in CSGO. Now, there are a lot of different commands and a lot of different numbers in order to make these commands perfect to make your ideal view model. Now, to make this super simple, the workshop creator Crash basically made another map that will execute all these commands for you by simply just shooting at the positions you want to change, as you guys can see by some of these photos here. Now, this is a fairly old map considering it was released in 2014, but it still works really good today. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this using this map, but then also showing you guys which commands the map is actually adjusting for you. Keep in mind, just like your crosshair settings, if you do use a map like this to adjust your settings, they will always be remembered every time you close CSGO and reopen it, so you do not have to reset them every time you restart the game. If you don't have this map already, go ahead and click the link to it down in the description below, and then click subscribe to get this map to show up in your CSGO. Alright, so entering the map here, basically, this is what it looks like. It's literally just this little hut, and all you have here is an advertisement, the main little setup right here, and then a couple of presets that are already preset based on, as you guys can see, some older YouTubers and just some like kind of funny ones like the gangster one. But anyway, basically, as you guys can see right here, this is how inspecting and holding a normal weapon looks. As you guys can see, this is just the complete default. But just to show you guys the different examples, there are presets like I was saying up here. If we want to take a look at the gangster preset, basically if we shoot this, you guys can see that my view model raises such a significant amount. The gun is held a lot higher. It blocks out a lot of the view on your right side of your screen. But as you guys can see, the gun is held up a lot higher, and in the inspect, overall, you can just see the entire gun. If we reset this with this button right here, you guys can see that when I inspect the AK, part of the stock is cut off and part of the bottom of the mag is cut off. But when we go here and we use the gangster preset, you guys can see we can see all of it super clearly and a lot farther out just to see all that detail. Now, most of you guys probably are not going to want to use this one in game. Again, I'm going to reset this, but basically you can use these settings right here to create your own custom ideal view model. Now, these adjustments are very fine. If you continue to click down, you're going to notice very little difference. Do keep in mind when you are changing these settings using these buttons right here, the changes are very subtle. You might not notice them right away. So do keep that in mind. It is working. It just goes very slowly. So you guys can see that if I do down and I click this about 10 times, you guys can see that my view model now is a little bit lower. And if you don't see that difference when I click restore, you guys can see it just jumped up there a little bit. Same thing here. This is kind of obvious, so I'm not going to go completely through it, but you know, up, down, left, right, forward, backwards. These are all the different directions you can adjust how your gun is held. Now, each of these arrows here just adjusts it slightly one every time you click it. To go all the way down or all the way up, that's what these arrows are for. So you guys can see if I click down once, it doesn't really do anything. But if I shoot at this arrow right here to do the max amount of down I can go, you guys can see my gun goes the farthest down it can. Now, this isn't a big difference, but you see when I reset it, the gun pops back up to where it was before. Basically though, it's as simple as that. You guys can choose how you want to make your view model right here. It's super easy to do. Now, if for some reason this map is not working for you, I don't know why it wouldn't be, or if you just want to use the commands, if you guys come over here and shoot the show commands button, you guys are going to see all the commands for this show up. All these commands right up here are the commands that the map uses to execute the view model changing. Now, I would highly recommend just sticking to these buttons right here because there are limits to what you can use in game before SV cheats has to be enabled, and once you do enable SV cheats, then you cannot use these settings in official competitive servers or matches or any official CSGO servers that do not have SV cheats enabled, which is all of them. Anyway, it's a very simple and nice little easy way to adjust your view model in CSGO. I highly recommend using this map, even though it is awfully old. It still works completely, so there's nothing that you guys have to worry about with it not working, and yeah, yeah, this is pretty much the easy way to do it. Like I said, if you do want to see the commands, go ahead and shoot the show commands button. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, guys, I hope I was able to help you out. I hope I was able to help you guys get your view model changed around a little bit. And if I did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you are new. If you do have any questions or comments, go ahead and drop them in the comment section below or hit me up on my Discord. My Discord server is linked in the description. I'll be happy to answer your questions there. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.